Wars have been waged over which of the two major soda brands people prefer. Today we're going to be talking about Coca-Cola. Besides dominating the carbonated beverage industry, this refreshing beverage has a shocking number of uses around the home. This beverage is so incredible, you might confuse it for a magic potion. So grab a can or two and get ready to learn 10 amazing things you can do with Coca-Cola. Wait, before you pop that tab open, don't forget to press the subscribe button. We pay for your next soda to get flat in the time it takes you to find another awesome video to watch. This way you get the latest from the hub, no searching required. Clean metal. It's always disheartening when your jewelry starts to get tarnished. Jewelry cleaners can be pricey, and many of us don't have them on hand. Imagine getting ready to go out on a date, hoping that your date has a sparkling clean commode pores, and realizing your favorite necklace is unfit to wear. Never fear. Grab a can of soda and use it to clean your jewelry. You'll want to be careful on any parts that contain paint, and don't leave it on too long. But when you're done, it'll be good as new. You can even use the same trick to shine up your pocket chain by soaking coins in Coca-Cola, if you're the kind of person that needs to have the shiniest pennies, of course. While you're tending to your metal object, how does your car battery look? Corrosion on your battery can cause problems when trying to start your car. Pour a can of cola over your battery and let it sit for a few moments. Then scrub away the corrosion, using a toothbrush for those hard-to-reach places. Just make sure that toothbrush ends up in the trash can afterward and not vacuum your bathroom. Wash the dishes. Getting baked-on food and grease off your pots and pans can be a day-long process. You've tried soaking them in soap and water, scrubbing so hard your arms hurt, and praying to the old gods and the new to help you. And yet, the dishes are somehow still filthy. Save your sponges the wear and tear, not to mention your arms, and use some Coca-Cola instead. It works best if you start out with soda that is fully carbonated and not yet flat. Just pour some onto the affected area and bring it to a boil. Stir it with a scrub brush and the burnt on food will flake off with ease. The acid in the soda is strong enough to clean the pan, but don't worry, it's not strong enough to hurt the non-stick coating. If you've managed to get something stuck on a shallow pan or baking sheet, heat up the soda in a separate pot and then pour it over the affected pan. Give it a good scrub and then rinse away all the grime. Just like your favorite beverage helps save your favorite shirt from grease, it can do the same for your dishes. Cleaning your toilet. It's one of the most dreaded household chores we can think of. Few things are more stomach churning than a dirty toilet bowl, and we just got our stomach settled by drinking some soda too. So you can stock up on bleach or other caustic cleaning chemicals, or you can just grab a can of soda out of the fridge. It'll make your porcelain throne sparkling clean and fit for a king, without any toxic fume from commercial cleaners. It's also great in a pinch if you have a date coming over and realize you're low on cleaning supplies. If your toilet bowl is filthy and covered in rings and limescale stains, well, first we'll resist the urge to nag you about it. Then all you have to do is pour some Coca-Cola all over the areas that need to be cleaned. The carbonic, citric, and phosphoric acid will form the holy trinity of household cleaning, and they'll break down the stain. If it's in really horrific shape, again, for shame, just leave the soda on overnight. When you're ready, grab your toilet brush and see how easily all that gross gunk comes off. Then there's nothing left to do but flush. Flush down the soda, filth, and hopefully your bad housekeeping habit. Anti-nausea. If you overindulge a little bit in your Coca-Cola-laden feast, no worries. Drinking some soda can actually help settle your stomach if you're feeling nauseous. Some of us are quick to grab over-the-counter medicine, or a can of ginger ale, but it turns out that you can just use a regular can of Coke. Several of the ingredients in Coca-Cola are the same as in popular anti-nausea medication, and soda is a fraction of the price, not to mention more easily accessible. The phosphoric acid is also an important ingredient when combating that queasy feeling. The sodium bicarbonate in the soda is alkaline, and it can help balance the pH level of your stomach. If your nausea has been triggered by having too much acid in your stomach, or acid rising from your stomach into your esophagus, then downing some Coca-Cola should give you some relief. Instead of chugging a fizzy can, doctors recommend letting the soda go flat before you drink it. It may not taste as delicious, but it should help you feel better shortly. If you're in a hurry to feel better, you can speed up the process of making the soda go flat by adding a pinch of salt. Cooking. We tend to think of soda as an accompaniment to our meals, but it turns out you can use it to make your meals taste even better. There are several recipes that are greatly improved by adding the secret ingredient, Coca-Cola. This works with any meat, including chicken, beef, or even fish. Try marinating some meat in a mixture of Coca-Cola and other seasonings. The acidity of the soda will help tenderize the meat. This is a great trick if you're working with a tougher cut of meat than usual. In addition to softening up even the toughest cuts, it also imparts a delicious, sweet, slightly acidic flavor. Want something to top it with? There are great barbecue sauce recipes that involve using Coca-Cola as the secret ingredient. If you're ready for dessert, you can also add some soda to your brownie or cake recipe. If you're trying to cut some calories, diet soda works just as well, although the flavor may be slightly less rich. It'll make your cakes and brownies incredibly light and fluffy. While most brownie recipes contain oil and eggs, you can substitute these for a can of cola. So much simpler. Compost. Now that you've gotten your garden completely free from any interfering insects, it's time to concentrate on the soil. If you're not afraid to get your hands dirty, you might prefer to make your own compost. It's eco-friendly, cost-effective, and it's great for your plants. Putting leftover food scraps and lawn debris in a pile and get nutrient-rich soil in return? Sounds like a no-brainer. While creatures such as worms, slugs, and insects help out, bacteria is really the powerhouse behind the pile. To help your compost heap get a head start, pour some Coca-Cola on it. The acids in the soda will help the organic matter in your pile to break down. In addition, the sweetness of the soda will lure microorganisms into your compost bin, and they'll be happy to help with the composting process. It's recommended that you wait until the soda is flat before you try this neat trick. Once your compost is ready, you'll be growing amazing veggies in no time. And once you're done eating your fill, you can throw away the excess back on the compost pile. It's a beautiful cycle of growth, life, rebirth, all made possible by a can of soda. Pest control. A few years ago, stories and images made their way around social media, claiming that Coca-Cola was being used in India as a pesticide. They claimed that the drink was cheaper, safer, and easier to use than commercial pesticides, and just as effective. While the company was firm that their products cannot be used this way and do not contain pesticides, the rumors persisted. Are they true? Well, sort of. While the rumors made it seem as if people were loading up their plane with soda and using it to dust their crops, this is absolutely not true. Nobody is pouring gallons of soda on their potato plants to keep bugs away. This wouldn't work, because as the company maintained, they don't contain pesticides. However, Coca-Cola can actually be used to get rid of bugs in your garden. Place a bowl of soda in your garden, and common pests including slugs, ants, and wasps will be drawn to the sweet scent. Once they're in the bowl, they'll either drown or be destroyed by the acid. The acid is strong enough to dissolve bugs, but it isn't strong enough to hurt you, so don't worry about meeting the same fate if you indulge in the can. Just make sure to pick any slugs out first. Stomach blockage. Our parents used to caution us that drinking too much soda would cause us to get a stomach ache. But it turns out that drinking a moderate amount of soda might be able to help you with your stomach problems. Athens University conducted a study in which they researched the effect of Coca-Cola on patients experiencing problems with stomach blockages. If blockages worsen, patients can need invasive surgery to remove them. Of the patients who were given a refreshing carbonated beverage instead of traditional medicine, half of them had the blockage completely eliminated by the drink. Other patients needed additional non-invasive treatments to complement the drink, but only a few patients still needed surgery to remove the blockage. All in all, drinking Coca-Cola was shown to be about 90% effective. In addition to being very effective, it's also incredibly inexpensive, and it's much easier and more pleasant than the more invasive options. The carbonic and phosphoric acid in the soda mimics gastric acid pretty well, and this is thought to help with digestion. It can also help if you've got a pesky bit of food caught in the throat by helping it dissolve. Stain remover. Do you rue the day that you wiped your greasy fingers on your lucky jersey? You don't dare toss it out in case your favorite team needs a boost of luck. But you also don't enjoy showing off your stains to the world. If you've tried your handy stain remover pen, pre-treating it, and washing it over and over again, don't worry, we have a better way to get out that grease from your favorite article of clothing. If it's a particularly stubborn stain, pour some Coca-Cola right on top of the affected area before putting it in the wash. Otherwise, you can just pour a can of soda right into your washing machine along with your usual detergent. Run the washing machine on a normal cycle, and you'll soon be shocked by how clean your clothes are. The carbonic and phosphoric acid inside the soda is the secret in sapping that stubborn grease. The trick is incredibly easy, and it's way cheaper than investing in pricey detergents or even a new shirt. Plus, since you only need a single can of soda to do a whole load of laundry, there's plenty left for you to drink. Wash your hair. When we heard that British actress Suki Waterhouse recommends washing your hair with Coca-Cola, we were immediately skeptical. Visions of sticky, crunchy strands immediately sprang to mind. Perhaps she was so tired of people making fun of her last name that she tries to avoid water at all costs, thus coming up with this hair-raising idea. Although we have to admit she does have quite lovely hair, and it turns out that many other people suggest using the soda method on hair as well. The beverage contains phosphoric acid, which means it's rather acidic. Applying it to hair can cause the cuticle to contract, making the hair seem smoother and shinier. It'll also give your curls a boost. Suki claims her natural hair texture is so fine, and her hair hangs rather limply if she washes it the old-fashioned way. The soda gives her hair gorgeous waves and volume, making her look like she spent the day on the beach. Getting those looks without having to deal with standing in our suits? Sign us up! While we usually stick to Diet Coke in order to avoid adding any volume to our bodies, it turns out regular Coke might be the best way to add some volume to our hair. Don't forget to recycle all those empty soda cans you're going to accumulate, now that you know our awesome tricks to using Coca-Cola. Thanks for watching! And if you're looking for more useful ways to use everyday items, be sure to check out more videos. We'll do everything we can to make your life easier and more interesting. Bye for now.